You can scale up by having multiple cards and being creative with your spending, so you can get more meaningful points and take the trips that you want to take with good accommodations.
Yeah, work backwards from that, especially if you're just starting. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? And then you can Google around pretty easily. There's dozens of blogs that will help you figure out which miles and points you get from A to B. Free reward search engines like Points Yeah, Seats.aero that have free versions that you can plug in city pairs or even generalized Explorer functions. Google Flights has a pretty good Explorer function. So you can add Points Path, I think still free to your Google Flight search, and it will give you an idea of what points you can use, how many points you might need. So there's lots of ways to figure out what's the best currency for you. And then from there, figure out how the best way is to acquire those. But it's probably going to involve some sign-up bonuses. That's for sure. My big thing right now is I'm looking and booking flights for next summer. We're going to take the family, all 5 of us, to Southeast Asia. So we have booked on the way there, 5 in J, so 5 in business, Newark to Singapore. Should be the world's longest flight, or 19 hours and 15 minutes, pretty close to it. I haven't booked our flights back yet. So that's one thing that I think points and miles people get more comfortable with than other folks, booking one ways and maybe not booking on the way back. Some of the flights I'm looking at haven't opened up yet. The award calendars aren't open. Probably another couple of weeks for those. And then I'll probably book something that's refundable and then sit and wait to find something that is maybe a little better. For right now, Alaska from Bangkok to Frankfurt to New York is a pretty good price, but there's only 4 seats available, which means one person has to sit in premium economy. It's never a good conversation to have with the fam. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking at and checking on. Was just looking at Seats.aero earlier tonight and looking at some other options, try to minimize the number of segments coming back. But I think I'll probably get something booked and then in a way that allows me to change it later if I want to.
And you got approved for the Atmos or Atmos credit card. How was that? What's the process looking so far with that new card?
My oldest daughter is off to college, so I have college tuition payment, and that was thankfully no fee for credit card payments.
Oh.
So yeah, I got a pretty good little apparama in there and got a number of credit cards to sign up for. I guess that's the other thing for those folks that know they have a big expense coming up. And for someone that will take credit cards, even at a small service fee, it may be worthwhile to sign up for a couple and get that spend out of the way, or at least a big chunk of it out of the way, and meet some of those spends, construction, taxes, tuition, any of those things where a credit card would be accepted. Met that spend fairly quickly, and the statement closed, and already have the 111,000 miles in my Alaska account, which is great because I'm going to need those to book those 5 seats in business class coming back from Southeast Asia next summer.